Hey Keepers, welcome back to Keep Up. Today with another graded card order. We had a big one today, bordering on 100 cards. So we're going to be seeing some really, really cool stuff coming back. I suppose if I'm being technical, it's actually closer to 76, 77, not quite 100. But we get closer every order, so that's pretty neat. With me, as always, is the illustrious Lord Zod.
Hello.
And I'm your host, Dragon Paragon. Before we get started, let's go ahead and show off our playmat today. It's kind of a nice one.
Okay.
This is a Premier Store Champion playmat for the Universe's system for Soul Calibur. If those of you who can't recognize him, that is Raphael right there. He's, of course, got his Clark Kent sunglasses on, so nobody can tell it's him who's doing the stabbing of this. Poor Mountain Man.
Okay.
So, yeah, there we go.
Okay. So this is order, it's combined of 4 different orders from CGC, if I'm correct. We have a bulk box, and then we have 3 smaller boxes. The smaller boxes, I think, have one box is, you said, error cards?
Yeah,
potential
actually,
error cards?
two of the boxes are two of the boxes are just going to have 1 card in them.
Okay.
There are cards that don't fit under bulk just because of the sheer value of the card.
Ooh, those sound spicy.
Yeah, they're very spicy. They're going to be really cool to show off. And one of them is error cards, which we've got like 5 in.
Very
so
nice.
It's going to be really cool.
Okay. We're going to start off with the bulk, non-valuable stuff first, and then we'll go to the smaller boxes after that, just so we can get through.
Non-value is a bit of a misnomer. This is all the stuff
less
that
value.
It is all the stuff that has a stated value of less than $250 before grading. So, based on what comes back and what it comes back as, it can very much skip this category.
Fair enough. So they I don't know if you guys can really see much, but they do bubble wrap the heck out of everything. And then, we got multiple boxes inside.
Indeed.
So we'll get, let me
Yeah, go ahead.
gotta stand up on this one to get some grip on it. Right.
Aha.
So we got one big box and one little bit smaller box. So we'll start with the little bit smaller box first, just as a random thing. You want to just slice that sucker right there?
Would love to do the honors.
Okay. So as we flip this over, and they got the little foam on top. Here are our cards.
I love these dividers. I save these for later. I send them back in those.
Fair enough. That sounds like a good idea. Let me move some stuff around so I don't hit everything around and go,
Hey, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yeah.
And I'm sure not going to reduce, so let's reuse.
All right. So I'm going to grab starting from the back here. Flip it. All right.
That's fine. You can do from there.
Okay. No, I'll start. Is it loaded? Because you don't know which one of these is first, right?
This one is actually. They're numbered.
Oh, they're numbered?
They are numbered.
Oh.
So maybe we should do the other one.
We'll do the other one first. Yeah. Apparently, this is.
And I got a real quick peek of that card, and I do want to save that one for later.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Just because this is a surprise to you. I unfortunately, because I have to do research on the cards, did have to ruin the surprise for me. But let me tell you, I'm real excited to see these in person.
Okay, awesome. Well, here we go. Oh, we got a double whammy here.
And you're gonna want to start with, if you see a Radiant Charizard from Pokemon Go, start there.
Start with the Radiant Charizard from Pokemon Go. Okay, we have a Radiant Charizard from Pokemon Go.
Beautiful.
That looks like a 9 grading.
Yes. And there's a lot of these currently going around. Pokemon Go's been a popular set, and of course it's been printed a lot. So a lot of people have had their chance to get one, which means a lot of people have gotten them sent in and graded. They actually have, just of this grade and higher, there are 2,000.
That is quite a bit.
Which is insane. However, it also means the market is getting a little bit flooded with them. Mm-hmm. So now is a really good time to pick one up and just hold on to it. Or at a 9, this card's going to go at around 35 to 50. This card actually belongs to Robbie Guy.
His YouTube channel, I believe, right?
Yes, that's right. He's quite an active pack cracker on YouTube. He has great videos. I highly recommend you see him. We'll have a link in the description. He actually co-hosts on Keep Up every now and then. Okay. We've done shows together at cons. They're absolutely beautiful. They're a lot of fun.
Okay. And if you look at this one, you can tell it's slightly shifted on the left, a little bit smaller margin than the right. So I'm guessing that's where the 9 grade comes from.
You'd be guessing on your own on that one. Okay. There's a reason I send it to professionals.
Fair enough.
I don't got the eyes for this.
All right, next one is we have a special delivery Charizard.
Ah, that is a beautiful promo.
I love Let's see. Can you get? Yeah, you guys can get the little sparkle. Oh.
So this guy, if I recall correctly, was a Pokemon Center send away promo. For a limited time, you could get one of these if you place an order with the Pokemon Center, and they do this out of the blue, and they do this so often. So seeing this at a 9 is also just a really gorgeous card. Again, it's a really good time to pick one up because there's a lot in circulation. At 9 and above, there are 1,100 just graded through CGC. That card is going to fetch a $65 to $70 range on the market. Now, word of warning, it is a Charizard. You will see them for a lot more expensive.
Yep.
I don't recommend paying more than $65 or $70 for a card like that.
Fair enough. That is good to know.
Yep.
Right. Next up, we got a Houndoom EX from, looks like Breakthrough.
That's correct. Breakthrough, the break and Breakthrough is, of course, all capitalized because it was the set where the break Pokemon cards that were sideways showed up. This one was sent to us by our own Maggie. She helps out in the shop. She's one of our helper kobolds. She's a big Houndoom fan, so we're going to see quite a few of them. There are not many of these. In 8.5 and above, there are only 67. And a card like this is going to be around $40 to $50.
I was wondering, is this Maggie's card? I'm like, who would send it to Houndoom? And I'm like, I know who would.
Yeah, you absolutely know who would.
Yeah, very nice. Ooh.
She's going to lose her mind when she sees that.
We have a perfect 10.
Yeah, we do!
Houndoom VMAX Japanese Climax.
Can you believe it? Yeah, 10s across the board. So there's two 10s, you know. There's pristine 10, and then there's perfect 10.
And I think I'm the one that gave her this card when we opened these, because she's like, I like Houndoom. And I'm like, here you go. Here's a Houndoom. I am glad this came back.
You handed that card to her.
That is so awesome.
Isn't it the best?
What I will point out, which is really neat with CGC, is even with orders when you don't do subgrades, if you get a perfect pen, they just include the subgrades for you.
They do.
Just to be on the safe side. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God,
it's another reason that I go CGC. They're a wonderful company.
Yeah, that is awesome. I am ecstatic
the coolest
for
thing
it.
Ever?
How much would this?
On the market currently, a perfect 10 Houndoom. I wasn't able to find one.
Right.
But doing my best estimate and being around these cards quite a bit, I would value it around $90.
Okay, very nice.
That is of course going to go up with age. It's still a very new card, and a lot of people have it. Once it starts getting older, you can only expect that price to go up.
Yes.
There are 3 perfect 10 Houndooms that have come out of CGC.
Very nice.
So that's 33% of the population right there.
Good job, Maggie.
Yep.
And then we will go up to her next Houndoom.
We're going to be on Houndooms for a bit.
Okay, fair enough. This one looks like Neo Discovery.
That is absolutely right. It's the holo from Neo Discovery. Not first edition, sadly. Okay. But it is a beautiful card nonetheless. I actually am a super big stan for the Neo set. Like, just that 4-set block just speaks to me on a fundamental level. That one, even at a 6.5, which is a shame, but with these vintage cards back when the quality assurance wasn't quite there back when they were printing them back then. So it's a lot harder to get higher grades. So even at a 6.5, we're looking at $40, $50 for that card.
Okay, very nice.
At 6.5 and above, which is going to be most of the population, there are 263 that have been graded. Okay. So you'll notice that is a 10th of what we see for Radiant Charizards.
Fair enough. Gotcha. Oh, now we have a Houndoom. Looks like Crossing the Ruins Japanese card.
Crossing the Ruins, which is the Japanese name for Neo Discovery. They did have the same Neo sets. Actually, that was back when the English releases were identical to the Japanese releases, more or less. They're not always. Okay. But yeah, they have a different name, but it is essentially Neo Discovery. It was just rebranded for America. And it is actually very shocking to see this card come back as a 5. In my experience, the Japanese cards, especially from this era, come back at much higher grades. But it is gambling ultimately when you get down to it. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And I thought it was a pretty nice card when I was looking at it. It must have had some whiting or something I missed.
Yeah, some of the edges. Surface. I think some of the edges, some of the surface. Yeah. So I got a question on the foiling. Is this one of the sets that had the spiral foiling?
Yes.
And is that in Japanese as well as English, or is that?
I believe it is only Japanese that had the spiral foiling.
Because I think I don't know if you guys can see it, kind of right where my thumb is. There's a little bit of a spiral. Yeah, there we go.
There's a beautiful spiral on that card.
So I just wanted to point that out because.
The way that worked was they had the foiling layer is separate from the art layer, and they were cut out of generic foiling layer sheets that would basically reproduce the pattern on a large scale, and it would be cut out for every individual card. The pattern happened to have a spiral on it, and people really like the spiral. Yep. So on cards where the spiral is visible or where it shows up, because they're always cut from random parts of the same sort of sheet, you get it, and there are collectors who really like it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Just wanted to double check on that.
Value on that guy, and there's actually quite a few of the Japanese of Neo Discovery Houndoobs around. There's around 400 in CGC production right now, and that one's still worth about $30.
Not bad.
Yeah,
not bad.
For a single card, I mean, you got to remember it came out of $4 booster pack.
Yeah, and honestly, these are going to be well loved by this collector.
Oh, absolutely. They could not go to a better home. Okay. This one's pretty fun.
So we got a German Houndoom.
Yes, Hundemann, I believe.
Hundemann.
Yeah, it's super great. I love seeing the foreign Pokemon cards. And this guy's, of course, from Neo Discovery. The German Houndoom at 7.5, even though he's the non-hollow. Yeah.
No, he's non-hollow.
Even though he's non-hollow, he's going to be fetching the price around between $25 and $35 if you even manage to see it out there. And I say if because this is the only German Houndoom at 7.5 or above that CGC has done.
Very nice.
Yeah, right there. That's the entire population.
Cool. I like those ones.
Yeah, isn't it great?
Now we have from Breakthrough.
Yep, that's the Mega Houndoom EX.
Yep.
That card at a 7 is valued at around $40. There's a little bit more population in this one. At 7 and above, there's 110 that have crossed through CGC's borders. Again, way less than you will see for big popular Charizards. And you'll see that trend going forward, is these sort of like lesser known or maybe not universally collected cards
Fair enough.
tend to have a way lower population, which to me makes them more special.
Yep.
So that's a lovely card regardless, and she's going to enjoy having all of these, and Maggie's going to lose her mind when she sees that perfect 10.
Fair enough. Oh, okay. This is not a Pokemon card, you guys. I'm sorry.
This is not a Pokemon card.
So we'll start with the back. Obviously Yu-Gi-Oh! Boom!
This one belongs to Maggie as well.
Okay.
Let's see, which one is that?
This is Blue Eyes White Dragon, 2012.
So there are a great many Blue Eyes White Dragons out there, and you have to be very specific when you grade them and when you number them. This is the Gold Series Haunted Mine Ghost Rare. The population on this one was not available, which tells me there's not a lot. That, and it's also very new for them to grade. They don't quite have that data yet. But yeah, when I was doing my research, I only found one other of these in a similar condition. It was at a 9. So I have valued it at around 180, just sort of to reflect current market trends, and it's fairly decent grade.
Okay.
That one belongs to Maggie as well. She's also a big Dragon fan.
Yeah, well, who's not a big Dragon fan? Speaking, is that a fan of you or just dragons in general?
I like to think both.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Looks like we got another.
This is actually going to be Maggie's last card that was included in the order.
Okay.
It's another of her favorite dragons. This is the Star Dragon, I believe, also Ghost Rare from Duelist Generation.
Yeah, Duelist Generation, Ghost Rare, Stardust Dragon.
Indeed.
Trying to get a picture of that.
This card actually valued up quite a bit. Even at a 7.5, he's going for around 250.
Oh wow!
It's a very valuable card, and it's funny because when we first sent the order in, like a little bit more than a month ago, the values on those two cards were reversed. Yeah,
fair enough.
Figure.
Fair enough.
Isn't it weird?
That's crazy. Okay.
This next card is one I'm really happy to have coming in through the store. It's one of the new One Piece cards coming from the game.
Oh.
This is the alternate art parallel leader card for Ronora Zoro, valued at around $300 at a 9.5, which is crazy because it jumps quite significantly to about $500 if you hit a 10. And this is Tyranitar Queen's card.
Okay.
She's got a couple of cards on the order as well. She wanted to show them off, so thank you very much, Tyranitar Queen.
Cool. Awesome grading right there.
Absolutely. 9.5 is a lovely grade, especially for a card like that.
Okay. So back to a Pokemon. We've got, is it Tyranitar V for?
Yeah, that's actually the Altart from Battle Styles.
Okay.
And yeah, that is also sent in by Tyranitar Queen, as you can see by those back-to-back 9.5s. She's got an eye for cards, man, I'm telling you. But yeah, that card at a 9.5 is valued around 200. There is population data on that one. At a 9.5 and above, there are 442. And that's at 9.5 and above. I didn't count anything lower than that.
Okay. Wow.
So The market's actually rather quite flooded with those.
Okay.
Now is a really good time to pick one up at a solid grade and then just hold on to it.
Fair enough.
Because there will be people who will try to sell you an ungraded Tyranitar V Altart at $200.
Gotcha. Okay. And we've got Ultra Premium Collection Charizard V.
That's right.
I love the back-to-back Pokemon that are sleeping.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
Good
It's kind of a lazy day today.
Yeah.
So this is another one of Robbie Guy's. Robbie Guy decided to send in quite a lot of Charizard, so we're going to see a few more of them coming in. If you'll recall, he had the Radiant Charizard and the Special Delivery Charizard. He got this promo to round out his collection. At a 9, you can expect to see this around 30, 35. Again, it's kind of the Wild West when it comes to graded Charizards. There will be people trying to ask for $200 for that. Don't give it to them. You can get it for $30.
That sounds legit.
Yeah. Population data on that one is at 9 and above. There are 1,848. Okay. So there's just a ton of them out there.
I think in our previous opening we had opened up 2 of those also at 9s.
We did.
I believe.
We did.
Okay. Just want to.
Was it those or was it a different Charizard?
It was the 3 from the Ultra Premium. I think all came back 9s on all of them.
They did. Yeah. They were in good shape. You can never really tell with the included cards because something can happen in packaging to just ruin them. So seeing them at a 9 is pretty nice.
Yep. Okay. Next up. Oh, is that a Radiant EV from Pokemon Go?
It is at a beautiful 9.5. Stunning grade for a stunning card. This is, again, it came in the Radiant EV box for Pokemon Go. There wasn't any other way to get it. The Japanese one you can pull out of the packs, but the English one you can't. This one is, again, sent in by Robbie Guy. He's got a really good eye for cards. This card at a 9.5 is currently going between $40 and $45. I do expect that to go up because Eevee's a fan favorite and they don't print near enough of them. There are only 172 in population of that grade or better.
Okay. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
This next one was also sent in by Robbie Guy. I'm sure he's going to be doing a recap video. And that one's definitely going to be front and center.
Oh, that's a nice looking Charizard there.
That's a very nice looking Charizard. Another 10.
Yep.
We've had entire back-to-back orders that didn't have a single 10 throughout all of them.
Yeah.
So getting through a quarter of it and seeing 2 10s already is, this is a very exciting order for me. Just being able to be a part of that is enormous.
Okay. As a note, doesn't have the subgrade, so we know it's a pristine 10 as opposed to pure 10. A pristine 10 means it's going to be, of the 4 subgrades, 10, 10, 10, and a 9.5.
That's right.
So that's the difference between this and this is 1 extra 10 to subgrade.
And I think they actually deducted 0.5 points on that card because that Charizard is very clearly drunk. And you should, no matter how funny it is, you should never give alcohol to Pokemon.
True story.
Unless it's a muck. I think it's just muck's just built different. At a 10, that card is worth around $50.
Okay.
There are 994 10s and perfect 10s.
Okay.
Of that card in population.
Okay.
So that's another card that is very popular to get graded.
Yeah. This is a Charizard, and I believe as we talked about earlier, the Japanese cards for the most part have better quality control.
They do. Even to this day.
Yeah.
Even to this day.
Yep. Right. Then we got...
This is another of Robbie Guy's submissions, and as you can see, he's very choosy with his cards as well, scoring another 9.5 to 10 to 9.5. Bravo, Robbie Guy. And that is the Sylveon V Character Rare. At a 9.5, it'll fetch around $40 to $50 on the market. And there's around 167 of those in that condition and at 10.
That's not bad.
So, yeah, not bad. They're out there, but there's not many.
Yeah, when you have the populations are less, 200 less, stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is 5% of the population.
Yep.
Or type of thing.
Even more.
Yeah.
I got 7.5%, but if for those scientists of you out there, that's statistically significant.
This brings a smile to my face right here.
Yeah, this is going to bring you to your stuff, Zod.
So, we always joke in our previous videos about Hawlucha. He's my favorite Pokemon next to Charizard and some of the others. Because I love me some fighting birds. And
indeed.
Yeah.
So, that is the Japanese normal rare Hawlucha out of Scarlet. That you sent in so early that they did not have population data available.
Sweet.
I'm sure there will be more. For the moment, that's probably 1 of 5.
Fair enough.
And it's at a 9.5. Bravo.
Yay, fighting birds.
That card is going to be worth around $25 to $30.
Okay.
And that's assuming Hawlucha doesn't take off. Like any normal rare in good condition or with some flares to it, such as being in Japanese. getting that high of a grade is worth around $25 to $30.
Okay.
So yeah, well done. You
Okay.
picked a good halucha.
Yeah, halucha.
And of course, that wasn't the only good halucha you picked.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hit it. Oh, it's a nice little Japanese radiant halucha.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that one, I believe, was I believe those other two were opened on the show.
Yep.
You can see the videos where they were opened.
Yep.
That card's worth around $30. Japanese, especially Radiant Halucha, there's not a lot in population. I guess a lot of people are sleeping on our boy.
Yep.
And yeah, there's only 16 of that grade of that card or better out in circulation.
Okay.
So yeah, well done.
Well done. Okay. Sweet. More fighting birds.
And I know that's not where the train ends.
It is not. Oh, is that a 9.5 radiant?
That is another 9.5 Radiant Halucha. This time in English out of Astral Radiance. Like your typical, simple rare at 9.5, it is worth around $25 to $30. There are 113 that are out there at 9.5 and above. Okay. So not many at all. That's like, If
you guys check too, here's a little bit of the different foiling process between the English and the Japanese as well.
Indeed,
so
there is.
Just throwing that out there.
It's one of those things we always talk about, but we
Yeah.
rarely get the chance to show side by side. So I'm very happy that we were able to do so.
Sweet. Yes.
So congratulations.
Yep.
One of the 10s is in fact one of your beloved haluchas.
Yeah. Good job, buddy.
There are 22 10s out there. There is one, I repeat, one perfect 10 Radiant Halucha that was graded by CGC.
Okay.
So I don't know who has it. Probably Bilbo Baggins, probably on his way to Mount Doom with it. But there's only one of them out there right now.
Okay.
And so congratulations, you are one of the few with a pristine 10 Radiant Halucha.
Fair enough.
Great, and it's worth it around $90 if you were to take it to market.
Oh wow! Yay, haluchas! I think we got one more halucha, right?
No, that's all of them.
Is it all of them?
You've got some other Radiants though.
Oh, is that?
Oh, I lied. No,
Yeah, I'm like I have a second 9.5.
Right. Yeah, that's right. I didn't bother to write that one down. Yes, we've already talked about this card.
Yes, we will.
We already showed off the card that was cooler. We're good. We're gonna move on.
Okay, so we got some more Radiants coming up.
We sure do.
Okay, this one is that a Hisuian Sneasler.
That's right.
Okay,
that's right. At a 9.5, you're absolutely killing it with your Radiants. And you've been collecting these, haven't you?
I have. I like to get a whole binder of Radiants. Each of them is getting their own pages.
Indeed.
Some of them are easier to track down than others.
Well, I mean, hey, it's a good one. It's really cool to see it. That guy's out of Lost Origin. Again, he's worth around 25 to 30. We'll see a lot of things in that price range. Only about 70 of him in population.
Okay.
Of that grade or higher.
Okay, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see what other Radiants we randomly have. Oh. Okay. Oh, is that a Sarina?
It is Radiant Sarina.
Silver Tempest, it looks like.
I actually quite like the colors on that card. I'm just a sucker for green.
Mm-hmm. Does stand out.
$25 to $30. It's from Silver Tempest. There's only 30 of them of 9.5 or higher. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, people sleeping on the Radiant Sarinas.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, crazy. Like, who would sleep on these Radiant cards?
I don't know, but they're doing great for you, man.
Yeah.
Like you buy them for less than $1 each.
Yeah.
And you send them in to get graded. It costs you $20, and they end up being 25 to 30 each.
Yep.
So you get a little bit of profit on each one.
Yep.
And then that guy
Eternatus.
So that's the second 10 for you so far, and you haven't gotten anything under a 9.5.
Right.
So you've been killing it, Zod.
Yep. Sweet.
So yeah, he's from Crown Zenith. He's a pristine 10. A card like that you'll find around $40 to $50, I believe is the market value on that. You are probably going to find someone trying to sell it more expensive, but that's because there's not many around. From CGC, there are only 2 pristine 10s. You're holding one of them.
Sweet.
No perfects have shown up.
Sweet.
So that is
good job, buddy.
That is the top 50% of not even, it's like top.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that math.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them and he's got 1.
Yes. It is 50% for those of you that know.
It's 50% of the top.
Yeah.
But not only, but it's way more than the top 50% because that speaks about the total population.
Right.
Which
exactly.
I did not get the numbers for.
Fair enough.
All right. So yeah, congratulations.
Fair enough. This Radiant looks like it's going to be a little bit less graded. Obviously, you can see the shifting on the back on this one.
Yeah. If you can tell it apart with your naked eye, it's pretty bad.
It is a Radiant Gardevoir.
Indeed. And that's
6.5.
That's actually the only one you got that was at a lower grade was
Sweet.
that Radiant Gardevoir.
And this one,
so I think you were trying to send in the 9.5, but you accidentally get the 9 backwards.
Yeah.
So you got a 6.5
yeah,
instead.
I'm gonna blame the Radiant Gremlins.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
Actually, true story. Gardevoir got punched by Halucha, and that's why he's knocked down a bit.
That'll happen. That'll happen. Got to
Okay.
get out of the spotlight.
Yeah.
You know, Halucha doesn't like sharing it.
Yep, that's what I've been told.
That card's out of Lost Origin, and even at a 6.5, will fetch around $15 to $20 on the market.
Okay.
And there are around 253 at 6.5 or higher. That is going to be most of the population.
Sure. Yeah, sounds about right.
And we're not done with your Radiance yet. Oh no.
Yeah. Ooh, Alakazam.
Indeed. And there's your customary 9.5.
Yep.
This one actually fetches a bit higher, ranging anywhere from $25 to $35 on the market. Alakazam, I think, just fits a little bit more into people's collections, just because Alakazam being part of the base generation and being a special attack heavy sweeper showed up on a lot of teams. Therefore carries a lot of nostalgia with him. A lot of people used him. A lot of people like him.
Okay. Got it.
And there are 145 at that grade and higher.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So he's pretty cool.
Yep. Good job, Psychic Energy types.
And you've got 2 more Radiants to go through.
Oh, yeah.
And there it is.
Steelix.
Okay, so I want to point out this is your third 10?
Yep.
This is your third 10.
Yep. This is Japanese Radiant Steelix from Dark Phantasma.
That's right.
Which I think we opened on camera right before we sent these things off, and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
impulse, one more card.
Yeah, that was exactly how that went down, and it worked out for you because he is a 10. He is a pristine 10. He fetches $50 to $60 on the market at a pristine 10. Okay. There's 198 CGC pristine 10s out there, and apparently 58 perfects.
Wow.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
And it's a Japanese card. It just kind of goes back to my earlier point that, like, I don't know what quality assurance they got going on over there, but, you know, it's time for the rest of the world to take notes. Like, damn.
Yep. Sweet.
Yeah, like, it's not just a thing I say. The numbers back it up. And this is your last radio. And it's another...
it's a perfect.
Perfect. That's right.
Radiant Heatran.
Your Radiant Heatran came back at a perfect 10.
Yes. Good job, Heatran.
He's out of Battle Region. At a perfect 10, you can expect him to sell for around $100 at the market.
Oh, wow.
Not that there's a whole lot being sold. But yeah, there are 6 other perfect 10s out there.
Okay.
Oh gosh, was this the one? Yeah, I think there are 6 other 10s out there, and maybe 40 in existence.
Okay.
That went through CGC.
Yeah.
I might have those numbers backwards, but I believe this one was, for whatever reason, just nobody sent them in, and you've got a perfect 10 of it.
Yeah.
And I like that. And it makes it rarer, you know.
Yep.
Because, like, even with the Charizard, it's like, yeah, it's a Charizard. It's super cool. But, like, when it's 1 out of 2,000, it's not the same as being 1 of 6.
Yep. This is for my Radiant Wall collection.
Yeah.
Hopefully to put on the side of my wall, so when the sun shines in, it blinds my neighbors.
Yeah. So
he's going to do a good job.
I mean, congratulations. You've been absolutely killing it. That was your third 10.
Okay.
No, it was. That was your fourth 10.
Okay.
Yeah. That was your fourth 10. Way to go. Well done.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
You're the big winner today. 4 10s, one of them perfect.
Okay. Sweet. Next up, we have... looks like a Poliwrath from base set Shadowless.
That's right. And this is by at MidmeetsWest. He decided to place a lot of cards with us. Thank you very much, at MidmeetsWest. You'll be able to see his stuff in the description as well. He's got a channel here on YouTube. So go ahead and stop by. Let him know that you saw some of his cards get opened. Unveiled, as it were. And yeah, this is a holographic Poliwrath base set Shadowless. Base set are some of my favorite things to look at. Like, I'm really into those old vintage Pokemon cards, and this is a beautiful one. Yeah, it's really hard to get these to come back at a good grade. It's really, really hard. Not only because they've been around for like 30 years, and a lot of them saw a child's pocket at least once in their lifetime. But again, nobody like knew the Pokemon card game was going to get huge. Quality assurance, like, it was a new company. They probably didn't have QA hammered out. And the technology just wasn't the same as it is today. So a lot of these cards like started their life, like came off the factory line at like mid grades. So seeing something at a higher grade is just crazy. It does insane things to the price. But yeah, this guy here is still worth around $80 to $100 on the market. You'll probably see it for higher. I doubt you'll see it for lower. 189 of those at 7 and above.
Not bad. Look at the back. Boom. That's a base set first edition Vulpix.
Sure is.
Non-foil or non-hollow.
Well, they didn't play hollow non-hollow.
Okay, fair enough.
They didn't. That started with Jungle.
Okay.
And all first editions are going to be shadowless, with the exception of the first edition Machamp that came in the starter.
Okay.
Because that one kept saying first edition on the starter after they updated it.
Okay.
But all the rest of the cards, if it's first edition, it is shadowless.
Okay.
Shadowless was part of the Unlimited run, so there are shadowless that are not first edition, such as the Poliwrath. But you'll never see a first edition that's not shadowless, except for Machamp.
Fair enough.
So yeah, that Vulpix, I love that Vulpix. It's a very nostalgic card for me. I've got quite a few myself. I don't have any of them graded. I just haven't been brave enough to do so yet. Even at a 6.5, a first edition Vulpix is going to be worth $25 to $30. There are 264 of those around at 6.5 and above.
That is not bad.
Not bad at all. And that is another MidmeetsWest card.
Okay.
So MidmeetsWest actually sent quite a lot of vintage stuff with us, and we're going to see some crazy stuff he sent in.
Is this one of those? Is that a Squirtle base set?
So that's one of them. There are crazier things, but I'll explain why. The Squirtle is a really cool find. The first edition starters have ridiculous prices attached to them. Like, for example, at a grade 7, that's around $80 to $90. And I would not be surprised if you saw people selling it for more.
Okay.
There's 426 of those around.
Okay.
So even, like, for a card that is sought after and a lot of people grade just on principle, that's not many.
Right.
So that's a really cool get. Congratulations at MidmeetsWest. I hope you like that guy. And he's got a couple of other things he sent in. This next one threw me for a loop. I actually had to spend like a couple days researching it.
Oh. Heart Gold Collection?
Yes.
Okay.
So that is the reverse hollow Japanese first edition Arcanine from the Heart Gold Collection. You can tell it's first edition because it's got the little L1 at the bottom right.
Okay, right there. Got
yes.
it. Limited one. Got it.
Yep, limited one. And there's not a lot of those. I guess a lot of people slept on them. It is difficult to find the reverse hollow of that card, let alone the reverse hollow first edition. In fact, that is the only one of any grade that has ever come through CGC. Now, granted, the Japanese and the English are treated as different cards, so that statistic does not take in the English. But even the English one's very hard to find. Like, when I was trying to find a price for that card, I found no other graded cards of any variety to compare it to. And I was not able to find in-stock reverse hollows in Japanese. I think I eventually found one on an auction somewhere, but it's a ludicrously rare card. It's super cool that this actually not only came through, but was able to fetch a grade. And an 8's not bad. An 8's a good grade. So, I had a really tough time coming up with a value for that card. A conservative estimate is 75.
Okay.
A liberal estimate, because of how ridiculously rare it is 125.
Fair enough.
The true value is going to land somewhere in the middle. But when you're the only person holding a card, it's basically what you say, you know?
Fair enough.
So yeah, congratulations very much at MidmeetsWest.
Yeah,
You've got a very rare card here.
Hey, so out of curiosity, the Heart Gold Collection, do they do something different on the borders?
I don't know.
Because that kind of looks like it fades like the red, and because it's a fire type, it's from the silver to the fire type to the silver to the fire type.
Yeah, it's very striking. It's visually
I like
different
that. Yeah,
from a lot of the other ones.
Yeah.
And I'd actually never seen a Heart Gold Collection before I started researching this one. Okay. I do more of the vintage, and that's a little bit after what I typically work with. Okay. So I actually feel very honored to have been able to see that card.
Okay. A beautiful card. Thank you again for letting us send it in.
100%. Yeah, way to go, MidmeetsWest. Okay. We've got another one of MidmeetsWest cards coming up here. This is the Regieleki VMAX Secret Rare out of Silver Tempest. This card made quite a splash. It was played through the meta, so a lot of people were taking this one and playing it. And because it found its way to so many decks, very few of them found their way to get graded.
Okay.
This guy here, which fetches around $40 to $50 at a 9. There are about, 7 9s around.
That's not bad.
Not many at all. And there's like 12 above that.
Okay.
So yeah, there's very few of this card in good grades.
Okay.
Just almost none.
Heck yeah.
And I think it's because all of them are in decks, you know?
Yeah. And Silver Tempest is a fairly recent thing, so they're probably still in decks for a while.
It is. But like let's compare that to, let's say, I'm just gonna pick a random one out here, Radiant Alakazam, also out of Silver Tempest, 145 and 9.5 and above.
Yep.
And like low double digits for Regieleki Secret Rare.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Ridiculously crazy.
So this is going to be the last one from MidmeetsWest, and this is another really cool card. This is going to be a reverse holo from Fire Red and Leaf Green EX. This is the Bulbasaur reverse holo. He is worth around $75 at a 7.5. You can tell he's a reverse holo because he's got the holofoil pattern there. Mm-hmm. And for that set, and for a couple of sets like that actually, they would put the reverse holo was actually a normal card, but it was foiled out, holo rare style, and for some of the sets, it would have the set name on it as well.
Okay.
So those are actually very rare. They weren't every pack that you'd get a holofoil. It would only be just a couple of bucks.
Okay.
So they tend to value up very nicely, especially from that era. There's only 37 of these at 7.5 and above. So again, another very rare card.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Love these old vintage cards.
They're so cool. All right, we're back to your cards.
Okay. Yay. So one of the Japanese cards with that border.
Yep. There he is.
Oh, that's a fun little.
You were telling me beforehand that you like this guy, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, he's got his left, right, up, down arrow things on the back.
Indeed.
That depending on which way you shimmer it. And he's a pristine 10.
He's a pristine 10. So yeah, apparently all of those little arrows are facing exactly the right directions. Otherwise, he wouldn't be a 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy's out of the Japanese Pokemon Go. As you can see, he's a beautiful full art. You don't get those little arrows in the English one, I don't believe, which is such a shame because the foiling patterns in Japanese are just crazy. It's that alone is a reason to open Japanese packs. But yeah, he's worth around $50. There are 8 pristine 10s in the population.
Okay.
0 perfects.
So I got 12.5% of the 10s.
Yep.
Got it. Yay, mold metal.
And there's your 5th 10.
Yes.
You are making out like a bandit today.
I like these.
Holy smokes.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, another Japanese one.
Yep. I'll give you a hint. This one's also yours.
Yep.
There's that full art Japanese Blanche at your customary 9.5.
Yep.
This card, of course, out of Pokemon Go, fetches a value at around $35 to $40 in that condition. There are 38 at 9.5, 17 in 10s.
Okay, so not bad.
Not bad at all.
Cool. Yeah. Trying to get those. I just love the different foiling that they used, like for the galaxy stuff on the back.
It's gorgeous. It really is. It's so eye-catching.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Next is going to be another Pokemon Go full art.
Starmie.
Yep, there's your Starmie.
Starmie
V. This one fetches around $30 to $40 on the market. There are 11 at 9.5. There are 9 at 10s.
Okay.
So this is another card that very few people wanted to send in. And I don't get it. I think it's actually quite a fetching card. I quite like it. I think the reason being is that there is the Starmie V trainer gallery that features Misty.
Probably.
And I think that if somebody's going to go for a Starmie card, that's the one they're going for.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
People need. Yeah.
And it's kind of a shame that such a beautiful card has to live in a shadow like that.
Yep.
Because it really is stunning.
Yeah. Wow. So just admiring. Yep. Cool. Starmie.
All right. And now you had some alt art special arts that I think many people are going to recognize from the show.
Okay.
They were pulled on here. I actually think that Starmie was as well.
Yeah.
But this is the Raihu special art from V-Star Universe.
Mm-hmm.
At a 9.
Okay.
A bit lower than your average. You're slipping.
Yeah, like slackers. What the heck?
I know.
Mm-hmm.
You can expect to see that card at around $40 on the market.
Okay.
There are 12 at 9, and 38 have managed 10s.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah,
Crazy. Crazy. We're good at this.
And of course, you've got some other alt arts you sent in as well.
Yeah. Okay. So Oh, Friends and Galler.
There it is. There's a Friends and Galler.
9.5. Ooh.
So this is a card that was very popular to grade. It's not easy to get. It has to come out of VMAX Climax. But a lot of people who did get it basically sent it in to get graded immediately.
Yep.
There's 210 9.5s out there.
Oh, wow.
From CGC, yeah.
Okay.
And 165 10s.
Okay.
Perfect and otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's still a very handsome card. It is somewhat flooding the market right now. So you can actually pick up a card as beautiful as this for around $150 to $175 based on where you find it. But if you're looking to snag one of these at a high grade, now's the time, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Markets don't stay saturated, you know?
Nope. So we got another Japanese.
Yep, this is another Altart.
Oh, Origin
There's the
form
Palkia
Palkia. Oh, 9.5 as well.
And that is our out of space juggler, or space jungler as we like to refer to it. It is a 9.5. You've got a really good eye for cards. It must be said.
Yep.
And this card currently fetches around 120, 130.
Mm-hmm.
It would. You're gonna see that one all over the place. You're gonna see people definitely asking for more for that. You will see people asking for more for that for the ungraded version.
Mm-hmm.
I would not recommend paying more than 120, 130. But I mean, it kind of depends on how supply holds out. So that's kind of like buyer beware. But at the same time, like if you want it and it's not too bad, there's a case for getting it.
And it's an Origin form Palkia.
It's stunning. I love the art on that card. Like the MC Escher stairs is just the best. So there's 45 at a 9.5. 30 have managed 10s.
Okay. So again, not that high of numbers compared to some of that.
No, not many at all. Okay. And we've got some more of Maggie's cards coming around.
So I'm guessing we'll have a whole bunch of Houndooms coming up.
How did you know?
Just lucky guess right there.
So that's going to be the Houndoom Prime out of Undaunted. That is going to be, even at a 7.5, the Houndoom Prime fetches a nice price. That is a $50 card in that condition. There's not many of them. At 7.5 and above, doesn't even break 100. 97.
Okay.
And it's by far from like the rarest we've seen.
Right.
But I mean, still, that ain't much.
Gotcha.
So it's a cool card, and it's difficult to find.
Yeah, I do like the foil, the stars, like not having the foil on the star off of his eye, but the foils around it. That's kind of catching.
Yeah, the primes all had really cool touches like that. They're very striking cards. Once you find the primes are a little bit slept on, but once you see one of the primes, you kind of get an eye for them.
Okay.
This is not a Houndoom. It is a Houndour.
Oh, I thought it was a different language Houndoom. So
no, yeah, yeah. This is baby language Houndoom.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had to get the whole set.
Okay.
So there's the Neo Discovery Houndour to go with the Houndooms from earlier.
Yep.
That card is worth around $25 in that condition at a 7.5. There are only 46 of that grade and above.
Okay.
Not uncommon. A lot of people will sleep on the common unevolved version of a card, especially if it's got a rare.
Sure. Makes sense. Ooh, there's a Call of Legends holo.
Sure is. There's not a lot of Call of Legends cards out there anymore. It was one of those sets that a lot of people slept on. So now that people are trying to go back and get them, there's just not many to be had. Even at a 7.5, the Call of Legends Houndoom is around $60.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a nice card. It actually values very nicely when graded. There's not many in decent grades out there.
Okay.
In 7.5 and above, there's 42.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah,
not many at all.
Very good. So that's definitely is that a pack of Houndooms? Would that be the proper?
I believe it's a Maggie's collection of Houndooms. Yeah.
Okay.
Any group of Houndooms that is more than 2 is referred to as a Maggie's collection.
Fair enough. I wasn't sure. Wanted to double check. Okay, so we got an old border.
We do, and that's going to be a Japanese border there.
Yeah. Is that a Dark Dragonite?
It is, and this was submitted to us by Panda Express. Panda Express submitted some very, very nice cards for us to look at. This is one of them. Dark Dragonite is a very difficult card to find, especially for Team Rocket. This is a very sought-after card. I was hoping for higher grade. I really was, because it's a beautiful card. It really is. It's got to have something with it. That's probably came in at 5.5. You know, it's one of those things where if we were to get this subgraded, we'd be looking at 9, 9.5, 9, and then something at a 5.5. And they never give more than a half score above the lowest.
Yep.
So it's a shame to see that there's a flaw in it somewhere. I personally can't find it. I still think it's beautiful. And it comes in at 50 to $60.
Very nice.
There are around 840 in, I think, the total population of that card.
Okay, that's
and not many above that grade, actually. I think 51.
yeah. Again, an older card.
Yeah, in Japanese you typically get them in higher grades, but still that's kind of a crazy sort of difference there.
Yeah. An older card that wasn't probably kept in sleeves for a long time too. The foiling can get scratched fairly easy.
This next one was also sent in to us by Panda Express. It is from EX Crystal Guardians, and as you can see, it is one of the special ones out of the set. It is the reverse hollow. You can see the hollow foil there in the normal spot that normally isn't in the hollow rare style, and you see it's got the Crystal Guardians stamp on it.
Yep.
And I mean, the normal Charizard from that set is like what, $2? This one at a 7.5 is around 35 to 40.
Nice.
And graded at this grade and above, there are only 76.
Okay.
And again, for a Charizard line card, like those are sought after cards.
Right.
So it's a very low number for how many are out there. It's cool to see.
Definitely.
This is also one that I'm super happy to see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is the Hollow Lugia out of Neo Genesis.
Yeah.
Not the ridiculous first edition, but still, it is an amazing card. At a 6, it values around $160.
Okay.
That's essentially the 150, 160. That is basically the chase card out of Neo Genesis is the Lugia.
Okay.
And it is just, it's stunning to see it. Just to have the opportunity to look at this card and send it in was gorgeous. Thank you very much, Panda Express.
Yep. Thank you.
We hope you enjoy him. There are 87, I want to say, in that grade. I think there are 910 total.
Okay. That seems pretty good.
Yeah, there's a lot, but it's one of those sought-after cards. Like it is the chase out of Neo Gen. If one has ever been opened, it's probably in a slab.
Fair enough.
Singles are hard to find for that card.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Japanese card?
It is a Japanese card. This one is actually one of mine.
Ooh, is that a Xerneas?
That is the Xerneas movie promo.
Ooh.
At grading at a 7, he is about a 25. There's only one at a 7, which is that one right there. There are 15 others.
Okay.
Not many people have taken the time to grade the movie promo, so I thought that'd be a nice thing to do.
Heck yeah.
I actually did have him sealed. It's a shame he didn't come back a bit higher, but that'll happen. When they're handed out in those movie packs, there's a lot more, I guess, human interaction.
Yeah.
They're not quite as safe as they are when they're snug in a booster or an ETB.
That is definitely
But that's okay. It's still a very rare card. Not a particularly sought-after card, but a rare one nonetheless. And I like having these offbeat, sort of crazy cards.
I love that foiling pattern. If you guys can see it, that's pretty key.
Yeah. It's super gorgeous. And I actually sent in some other movie promos and stuff that we'll be seeing.
All right. Next up, is that another movie promo?
It sure is. That is going to be the Diancie 7 and I movie promo.
Okay.
Or 7 and 1. I've only ever read it. I haven't said it before, so I don't know if it's a 1 or an I. But yeah, came back at a 7.5 as well. That was the other one I had sealed. So again, kind of a shame that it didn't come back a bit higher. But I'm quite happy with it. Even at a 7.5, it's estimated to be worth about $40. And you're probably not going to see many of these around here because there are 3 total.
Oh, very nice.
Yep, that's one of them.
So
there are 2 at higher grades.
Yeah,
so
30,
I got the short end of the stick, but still.
You got 33% of it, though.
I do.
Okay. Okay.
That is going to my personal collection. That is a Gym Challenge Hollow Brock's Ninetales at an 8. It is valued around $70 to $80. I'm actually very happy with an 8. I've got the Japanese one at a 9, and I wanted the English one to round out the set. Haven't gotten my hands on a first edition, but I collect Ninetales, so if I see one,
so if you have any Ninetales, shoot us a.
Yes, please let me know.
Yep, that is.
There
is
are
a nice clean card right there.
Yeah. There are 58 at an 8 and 200 grades higher.
Okay, not bad.
Okay.
And this is the last out of the first box.
Yes, and then we've got the next box, which is Overflow. It's all kind of the same category. This poor guy came back at a really low grade. He's the promo that comes out of the Spring Collector chest. I'm not sure what caused him to come back at a 4.5, but it's kind of how it is.
I'm trying to check and see. Yeah. Oh, I see.
Do you?
There's a nick there, a nick there.
Oh,
really, really hard to see, and then obviously a little bit of off center there.
Yeah, I gotta have you look at my cards before I send them in. You've got the eye for it for sure. That's fine. He's still worth about $20. I was hoping for a little higher, but what are you going to do? There's only 60 of them total.
Okay.
Which I figured for a Hollow Rare promotional of a starter, and like a good starter too. He's Sobble, come on.
Yeah.
Just look at that. I figured face. I should send one in and get one graded just for posterity's sake.
And if you guys can't tell, that's the same face that Dragon is making right now because it's a 4.5.
I know. Sad face. I will cry with you, Sobble.
Okay. Gonna hand the next box over.
I sure do.
We'll see the shenanigans here. Okay, gotta spin this around. Okay, so not much left to go for this first part.
Indeed. Then we go to the crazy stuff.
Okay, is that a Rock Ruff?
It is. That's another promo I sent in. I believe he's he's out of the blister packs. And he came out at 8.5, and I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I like that. There are 2 of those that people have bothered to get graded.
Did you grade both of them?
No, 2 at an 8.5.
Oh, okay. I was like, because that'd be hilarious.
None at higher grades.
Oh,
funny enough. So I guess the being in a blister pack's kind of damaging for the card. But yeah, getting him at an 8.5, I'm pretty chuffed with that. That's pretty good. He's worth about $30.
Okay, not bad. Tell Maggie there's some more dogs that she doesn't have.
Well, it's not a Houndour.
It's not a Houndour then. Oh, is that another one?
That is another one I sent in too. I like hedging my bets.
Okay.
That guy came back at a 6.5. There are another 2 at a 6.5, and I think 7 above that, one of which I own. So there's not many Rock Ruff grades out there. Like, there might be under 10 or like 12 total.
Fair enough.
But it's pretty crazy. I like seeing that. At a 6.5, he's at around $25.
And fighting types, my favorites.
Indeed. Okay. And this is the promo Grookey. I had a thing for sending in promo starters, so I had a couple lying around, and I figured, why not?
Heck yeah.
He came back at a 9, which I'm very happy about. He's got a market value around or near $30. 35 of them at a 9, 8 have managed to go above that.
Okay.
And I guess Grookey, he total numbers kind of mirror the Sobble.
Okay.
So for a relatively accessible card that's not you can buy ungraded for like $1 or less in modern history, very few of them have been graded.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an interesting.
Yeah, I might start hunting some down and seeing if I can go for 10 or something.
Yeah. I'll have to check them out for you. Just pick up a whole bunch and we'll see.
Indeed.
Okay.
Here's another of the starter promos. I actually really like that art, which is pretty much the only reason I sent it in. But it came back at an 8.5, so I'm happy with it. I really couldn't find these on sale anywhere, really. So I would estimate it's worth around $30. That puts it in line with the other recent promos that have scored similarly. And there are maybe 4 of them in population, 3 at an 8.5, one of them higher.
Okay.
And there might be a couple at lower grades, but very few. It's almost nothing.
Not bad.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
It is a catch. I like the foil pattern in it, like how it's just on the leaves and stuff.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I said that is. It's just gorgeous, a gorgeous card. Well designed, pretty to look at.
Heck yeah. And then we got
all right,
Pikachu.
So there's a million Pikachus, as everybody knows. This is the Pikachu V, specifically out of the Battle Academy. I believe it says which year Battle Academy. 2022, unless I missed my guess.
2020 for this one.
I did miss my guess. Well, that's fine. He's added one of the 2020s.
It's it. So that's what I was saying. This might have been errored. It says 2022 up here, but it says 2020 on its copyright.
Well, yeah, but the copyright date doesn't always reflect the date.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, that was my bad. Because it does say 2022 up there. I just saw the 2020 down there. Could have been a reprinting.
It could have been
in 2022.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, this Pikachu V is valued around $30 for scoring an 8, and there's very few of them out there. There's 2 at an 8, 7 at higher grades.
Okay.
So like
that's
for
surprising.
Pikachu,
that's surprising for Pikachu.
Yeah, like nothing. There's nothing out there. There's no population. So that's a really crazy thing to see. This is the Flapple VMAX from Battle Styles, who scored a very lovely 9. Welcome home, buddy. Glad to see you did well on the test. He's worth around $30. There's about 174 of him in that grade and above.
Okay.
So he got graded a lot, which is cool.
Yep. It is Flapple.
All right.
Okay. Next up.
And this is the Xerneas Diamond, or Lost Zone Xerneas, or Prismatic Xerneas. I've seen people refer to them through all different ways.
Okay.
He's out of Lost Thunder. He's worth around $20 at as fetching a 9, which is a bit low, I thought, for a grade that high. But hey, market says what it will. People just aren't buying Moosler, as I like to call him.
Fair enough.
There are 34 out of 9 and only 3 above.
Okay.
So it's a card that was not graded often. So I really like seeing that. I'm happy to own that card.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, it's definitely visually different than the others.
Yeah. I'm happy the shop owns it.
Fair enough.
I should clarify. The only one that I'm paying and keeping is going to be the Brock's Nine Tails.
Fair enough.
For the moment, I might get that Snivy. I like him too.
Okay.
Yeah, the Rockruff.
What was that? A Dragonite V from Pokemon Go, huh?
Battle styles, actually.
Or battle styles?
There were a glut of different Dragonite Vs in. Oh, did they put them as Pokemon Go?
They put them as Pokemon Go.
Oh.
We can send it. So occasionally stuff happens like that. We can send it in.
I'll have to let him know. Maybe I'm not mistaken. Am I? What's the set symbol? Is it 2 Pokeballs?
It's 2 Pokeballs.
Oh, there is Pokemon Go. Okay, that's my mistake.
Okay, cool. No worries.
Okay. Still, he fetches around $25 on the open market.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 200 of him that have been graded or so.
Okay.
So he's pretty cool.
Cool. Awesome. Everybody likes their Dragonites?
Oh, absolutely. Dragonites are hella cool. Here's a Pikachu V at a Fusion Strike, and he did great, coming back at a 9.5. Well done, buddy. He's got a market value of around $35. Mm-hmm. There are 32 other CGC 9.5s of that Pikachu V, and only one has managed to 10.
Okay. Very nice.
Indeed.
It is Pikachu.
Indeed.
Love me some Pikachu.
People love their Pikachus, but apparently these are not the ones they're graded.
Yeah.
Which I would have thought that Master Collections would have a bit more.
Can I say shocking?
No, you can't. Get off.
Okay, damn.
So everybody just witnessed that Lord Zod has been fired from the show. He will not be showing up anymore. Shame on you for that pun, but we'll let you finish out the episode.
Fair enough. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Here's V out of Silver Tempest, scoring an 8.5, handsome grade. You can expect him to go for about $25 on the open market. There are 3 other 8.5s around and around 42 in higher grades.
Mm-hmm.
Which that skews upward quite a lot, actually. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
People might just be being a little bit more careful with their OVs.
Okay. And then, we got some Surfing Pikachus from the Celebrations collection because we got the little extra Pikachu.
And this guy's got population. People sent this guy in.
It's a Surfing Pikachu with an extra Pikachu face on it. How can you not,
It's 2 for 1 baked in Pikachu goodness.
Yeah.
At an 8.5, you can expect to see him for around $25 on the market. There are 579 at 8.5 and above.
Wow. Gotcha.
Yeah,
definitely one of those higher population cards.
I think what it is with the Pikachus is not all of them getting graded. They're concentrating to the more popular Pikachus.
Fair enough.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
It does.
It is Surfing Pikachu.
And this is one I'm really happy to see. This is a Tyranitar V at a 9.5 out of Battle Styles. Would you double check his Battle Styles? Not
It is Battle Styles.
Okay,
it
cool.
says Battle Styles.
I did get it correct.
Okay, we're just double checking.
You will see this on the market anywhere between $25 and $35. It's kind of shocking to see it on the market at all. There are 48 other 9.5s, so people did try to get him graded. Only 1 out of 10 from CGC.
Very nice.
And again, I'll remind people that the different companies do tend to have their own different quirks. CGC's is that they grade the harshest. That is actually why I use them. I want to know what the card actually is. I don't send things in just for someone to write a 10 on them. I want to know what the card is. I go with the harshest.
Fair enough. Next up, is that a Kyurem V from Lost Origin?
That is the Kyurem V out of Lost Origin. That's exactly right. At a 9.5. I am very pleased with that. I tend to have a pretty terrible eye for cards.
Yeah, you're getting better now. Good job.
You're rubbing off on me.
Oh, it's about
you're
time.
You're rehired. Good job.
Okay.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
40 to 50 for that guy on the market. There are 12 of the 9.5s that have gone through CGC. Nothing higher. CGC has yet to see that guy at a 10. So if I find any more, I might keep trying.
Yeah, definitely. The Cleavor!
And there's that Cleavor V from Astral Radiance at a 30 to 40. People have been electing to get the other Cleavor Vs graded. This particular version does not show up very much in population. There are 16 9.5s. Only 1 has managed a 10.
Not bad.
Yeah. You can expect that guy to go 30 to 40 on the market.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, we're down to 4 left from the bulk stuff.
Much like Dr. Octopus, I am always searching for a... Oh, that's not the right card. Never
Okay,
mind.
this is Garchomp.
I'll save that joke for later.
Okay.
So Garchomp V coming back at a 9.5, which is super cool. People love their Garchomps. That guy market values at around $35 to $45 for the 9.5. Okay. There's 20 9.5s around. Only 2 have managed to 10 from CGC.
Okay. Not bad.
So that's a really cool card to come back. I'm really glad he came back that high.
I do like the foil, how it's like around, and then his eye.
Yeah.
And his random tooth over there.
And it's one of the beautiful things about Pokemon is they have foiling down pat.
Yeah.
Very few games can match them, and I don't think anybody can exceed them.
Be very, very hard.
Indeed.
Superior.
So yes, back to my horrible joke I had to put a pin in. Much like Dr. Octopus, I'm always looking for a superior Spider-Man. This is the Superior V that came out in Silver Tempest. He did not see a lot of play. A lot of people, I guess, kind of just didn't much care for him. He didn't find his way into a lot of decks. Mm-hmm. I think he's cool. I love my snaky boys. Everyone lay off him. He's about $25 to $30 on the market. There are about 29 at 9 and above.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah, not many, but there's probably some in the grades under as well. 9's kind of hard to get. Well, not for you, but I struggle with it.
Struggle with it. Well, speaking of struggles,
this is another Haxorus promo. This one did better. This one got made. I'm very happy with this one.
Okay.
This is the Japanese special toy promotion Haxorus, which the first time I saw this card was when somebody came into the shop and sold it to me, and then I got it graded, and I'm glad I did because this is the only 8 that's out there, and I think there's 2 at higher grades.
Okay.
So very small population count on this one. You can expect this to go for around $80 on the market.
Nice. And then the last card from our bulk.
The last card is also a Panda Express card.
Oh.
It is the Revenge of Panda. He did actually score a decent grade in his cards, and it's right there. It is that Charizard VMAX from Shining Fates, coming in at that nice 9. So you can expect this card to go anywhere from 120 to 150 on the market. You will see it for more expensive. Okay. People see Charizard and they double the price. I would not pay more than 120 or 150. There are 3,000 of this card at 9 and higher in population.
Okay.
3,000.
That's like more than the population of all the Radiants I got combined.
Yes.
Okay.
Unironically, yes.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay. Seeing that at a 9 is pretty cool, though.
Okay.
And now we've got some special things to finish up the video.
Yep. Okay. Oh my god.
This?
Oh my god.
Here's that.
Here's where Zod cuts himself by accident.
Please don't.
I guess I'll...
Actually, if it increases the ratings, please do. You want another box cutter?
We're gonna dual wield box cutters somehow and hurt myself.
We
Notice how I'm
Yeah.
Cutting towards myself, which is a bad idea.
Yeah. Also, don't do that. Yeah, please don't cut towards yourself.
They
please
really,
don't cut yourself.
They really decided to seal this sucker up pretty well.
Well, when you see what's in it, you'll see why.
Okay. Do we know what's going to be in each of these, or are they all a mystery in what's actually in them?
I mean, I could probably guess.
Okay.
I haven't looked at the packaging too closely because I want to keep some mystery for myself.
Okay.
I know eventually what's going to be in them.
Okay.
But yeah, I kind of know this is one of 2 cards.
This is one of 2 cards?
And the other box is going to have the other card.
Okay. Oh my god. Apparently I did the one side that opens and flips, but then it doesn't unflip.
Oh yeah, you're going to want to... Yeah, you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Pardon, folks. Technical
difficulties. Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
So this is a magic card.
It is a magic card.
So it looks pretty decent on the back. We got a Jalem Tome. Brothers War serial number.
Out of Brothers War.
Okay.
We have actually had the fortune of having 3 serialized Brothers War cards pulled in this shop.
Mm-hmm.
Brothers War has been insanely lucky for our consumer base. And we had to send them in. That guy came back at a 7.5, currently valued around $300.
What is crazy when I'm looking at this is normally they only go half of it. They went a full point above. This is one of the few serial number cards. Like all the surface has been bad, but this has got a 10 edge, 9.5 cornering, 9.5 centering. So that's a not quite a. I mean, it's a try 9.5 and above on a 7.5.
Yep.
So that's really good.
So this is obviously an exception.
Yeah.
As you can see, and there are a couple of theories going around with the serialized cards. having sent 3 of these to get graded, I can actually lend some credence to that. The surface is always lower on these.
Right. So they weren't part of the main set, so they were put in separately, and so that means there was more handling outside when it was not just machines.
And because they were slid into the packs, the surface always paid the price. Okay. There is one of those, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, there's only going to be 500 total in existence.
I mean,
so we don't know how many have been opened yet. And
one of them has gone through CGC, and it is that one.
Fair enough.
So yeah, that's
so
a
whoever's
really
card that was, good job.
That's the shop's card.
That's the shop's card. So if you're interested in picking that up, koboldskeep.com.
Absolutely. Or drop a comment in the video, send us a message, do smoke signals, whatever you're more comfortable with. But yeah, we're going to be putting him at $300.
Okay, that's not bad.
We try to be reasonable. We try to follow market value.
Okay. I guess that's always a good thing.
Yeah, well, you got to follow something, right? So yeah, that's a really cool thing to see. I really like the serialized ones. We're going to get more chances to see those. I'm really hoping that when Lord of the Rings hits, people start pulling rings. Like, serialized in elven rings.
Yep. We'll see. Okay. Here's another magic card.
Yeah,
another serialized card.
That's going to be the other one.
The other one. Mm-hmm. This one, surface of an 8. Ooh, 8.5 total.
Yeah.
Surface of an 8, 9.5 edge, 9 centering, 9 quarters.
Yep.
Again, the extra handling on it.
I am super chuffed to see that one come back with a better surface, because the other one we sent was a spring leaf drum.
Yep.
And it also scored a 6.5 on the surface.
Okay. So that's good. So some of them are better than others. Is this the stores as well?
No.
Okay.
That belongs to one of our regulars who wish to remain anonymous.
Fair enough.
But yeah, he did very well, getting an 8.5 on what is already very sought after card. In case you're wondering, that is the one in population at the 8.5 and above that went through CGC. So that's 100% of that grade's population. Fair enough. It is currently valued at around $500.
Yep. Okay, and I guess our last box was by default our misprint box.
That's correct.
And, oh man, I love me some misprints.
Oh, these are so good. I cannot wait until we see these. There's some crazy stuff in there.
Okay. Kind of excited.
One in particular, really want to show off.
Okay. Awesome. And are these misprints? I think some of them are mine, or some the shops, or
no, they're all yours because you specifically asked to buy all the misprints and then pay to get them graded.
Fair enough.
And I wasn't gonna say no.
Okay, so you guys got that. These misprints are mine. If there's one you absolutely want, send me a message.
There's one that isn't because Maggie sent it in.
Okay.
You'll see it.
Okay. Oh, so it's a Houndoom. Okay, got it.
It's not.
Okay.
She did steal the show from you. I'm very sorry.
Okay. No worries. Okay.
We'll see if we can't do that one last.
Okay. Our first misprint is a minor miscut. As you can see on the back here, it's definitely shifted like that.
Yep.
Oh, there's a Heatmore from Rebel Clash.
There you are.
And you can see the printer, the alignment, and then the copyright from the card above it.
Yep.
So very nice.
So it is a clear miscut. That one was really cool. It fetches around $25 to $35. There's not many Heatmores in circulation. In fact, that's the only one at 8 and above.
Okay.
That actually might be the only one, period.
Okay.
So that's a really cool one to get.
Okay.
And the rest, I believe, are going to be crimps. So it'll be fun looking at those too.
So we got a partial crimp that goes across the top, but not the full crimp level. You guys can see. There you go. Oh, is that a Cherubi?
That is Cherubi at 8.5 out of Brilliant Stars.
Okay.
There is that is the only one at 8.5. There is one at a higher grade.
Okay.
And I actually don't know if the one at a higher grade is an error. That might just be a normal card.
Fair enough.
So that might be the only error Cherubi that's been graded by CGC.
Okay. Another partial crimp. Trying to get that so you guys can see the crimp line. There we go. Cramorant.
There we go. And that guy's out of Shining Fates. I do love these crimps. They were all very nice, very clear. That's kind of what you want to see in your crimps. Is when it comes to misprints, the more obvious, the better. Yep. So yeah, around 25 to 35 in value. There are 2 at an 8, 2 above that.
2 above that. And then we have another partial crimp up across the top. Seems all these crimps have been across the top.
Indeed.
There's a Staryu from Brilliant Stars.
Yeah, he might have come out of the same pack as the Cramorant, honestly, or as the Cherubi, honestly. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, $25 to $35 in value at an 8.5. Handsome card to go with your Starmie.
Yep.
There are one of him at an 8.5, and I believe 7 overall.
Okay.
Yeah, not many. Not many.
So this last one has to be
This last one is Maggie's.
insufficient ink.
You'll see it.
That's awesome.
Yep.
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 It's pretty darn cool.
Like that little line across the top, because just
Oh, yeah.
around the middle, right?
Oh, yeah.
Bright and early happy delivery, basically underlining how cool of a happy delivery it is.
Indeed. And I love Special Delivery Bidoof because Bidoof is Charizard's scrunky baby, and he is very, very proud of him.
Okay.
So the art, like, that's just a cool card. It was another Pokemon Center trade-away promo. Very difficult to get, actually. But yeah, with that obvious misprint, at an 8.5, I would estimate this to be worth around $450.
Oh, wow.
Granted, when it comes to misprints, especially, it is essentially one of a kind every time.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a significant misprint.
Yep.
The card is in great shape otherwise, and it's a sought-after card. So yeah, that's I'm pretty firm on that value. I believe that is what it is worth.
Fair enough.
And of course, this is Maggie's card, so
Okay.
she's going to be very, very stoked to have it. Speaking about just in general special delivery Bidoofs, there are 78 at 8.5, 252 at above.
Okay. It's not bad.
Considering it's got a Charizard on it,
Yeah.
that's about a tenth of what you'd expect. So yeah, those are all our graded cards today. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links in the description because that's going to be with our affiliates, all the people who sent in cards and have their own channels and whatnot. And we're just going to give you a fun fact to sign off at the day with, and that fun fact is you can eat anything once.
True. Sometimes.
Have a good day.
Thanks.